From Divines to Starve the Light Raylene Brady, Mariana Trench is releasing hydroplasmic arrays from within the pyramidal plates. The Axiatonal ignition point houses the alchemical infusion of the ring of fire and ice, eternal waters of Ra. Originally, our Earth was a great star, reviewed and loved by her stellar brethren, fed by a magnificent magnetic grid, which supplied and held divine frequencies in place. As its custodians, Lemurian and Atlantean cultures, respectively, were guided how to maintain its sacredness and liveliness, and thus the earth flourished. Before the shifting of the tectonic plates, there was one great landmass, one heart pulse, and one great ocean. One of the functions of the grid was to maintain multidimensionality, so those coming to Earth from higher dimensional realms could bring their gifts and conscious recollections of their origins and the stars to share with humankind. In this way, all remained connected. The magnetic grid housed 12 crystalline temples, each one supporting the whole and facilitating metamorphosis for souls as they enter the Earth's atmosphere. To descend into the 3D and 4D realms required greater transformation of elemental structure, and a lesser and lesser etheric and in time denser bodies prevailed on the Earth. More transitional effort was required. These crystal dreaming temples were later shut down, known as the Dolphin Dreaming Temples, and exist within our oceans. Star Dolphins have held the knowledge of Atlantis since human folly. Some starseeds that came to pass on vital knowledge from the stars during the height of Atlantis remained, and in the most dedicated way, have reincarnated into dolphin bodies as caregivers of the knowledge of Earth's sacredness and her evolutionary secrets. This they have tirelessly upheld, and await the time when conscious dreaming and remembering can occur for us all. This is vitally important for the pure knowledge of Atlantis and Lemuria to rise once more. Other stellar guardians of that time incarnated as turtles, sharks, and stingrays, and are protectors of this most vital and sacred knowledge. Gratitude for this service. All is connected. It is not a separate system, it is a whole. So you can observe what happens in Bali affects Aotearoa, and in turn affects Japan, and what happens in Japan affects the Pacific areas and plates. Working peripherally is the preferred method of seasoned earth workers, as it is in some instances too precarious to direct connect at certain sites, given that they have been heavily manipulated and tamper-proof seals rendered ineffective at a surface Earth level. The fault line systems are feeders for the plate's tectonics, relaying local information. The plate tectonics then up the ampage to the fault systems, according to the capacity of the emotional body of our planet and us. As the Earth fully aligns her elements to her galactic nature, so do we. She is uncovering her stargates and portals. As they re-establish themselves to receive from her star brethren, she in accord continues to align her plates tectonic in accordance. Our oceans make up 80% of the surface of our Earth, and our bodies are 80% water. We spend our entire gestation in embryonic fluid, and are therefore adept at transmitting and transmutation through frequential liquid light. 80% of our energy is released through the emotional body, and 80% of the life force of Mother Earth is released through the emotional stratum of the planet. In both cases, this is reflected through the water element. We are the way of water.